So prosperous, you've got money to burn. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1577 of What's You Up To Now, documenting the journey, the business journey primarily, as I have transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business, and then back and forth a little bit. And actually just doing both now, merging the two together in different fun and creative ways for myself and for other businesses as well. So today, two pieces of content I created first thing in the morning. I think I've shared that I create two pieces of content first thing in the morning. Sometimes, well, three if you count this. If you count my documenting my journey, that would be three pieces of content. But we talked about in Supersize Your Business, we're doing financial idioms to coincide with the Get Up and Go challenge, the BU 365-day challenge. We're doing an annual challenge this year, and I'm incorporating in the Get Up and Go 30-plus day challenge that we've done for the last 2 years during the COVID pandemic. Started doing a challenge to selfishly make sure I got up and kept moving during a time when it would have been really easy to just stop everything, catch up on my reading, catch up on my organization projects, do all the things I wanted to do around the house, and not do anything with respect to moving forward. A lot of millions and millions of people did that. Just sort of went home and, quarantined in place, or just stayed in place, or I can't remember what it's called now. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but something in place. Something in place, right? Where we just stayed home and waited for the world to go back to normal. Well, I would contend that the world has never been normal. Depending on who you are and where you are in the world, your view of whether it's ever been normal or not is going to be different, right? There's places in the world that have always been in turmoil and at war. There's places in the world that have always been idyllic and like paradise and peaceful, but there's also everything in between in the spectrum, and each of our experiences in our different environments are different as well. I often share the story of growing up with my sisters, and even though we all grew up in the same environment with the same parents, with the same grandparents, with the same culture and upbringing, we are totally different human beings. The four of us are very different. Yes, we have similarities, and we look and talk alike. There's no doubt about that. I like to deny it, but it's true. We get confused for one another often. But we all are very different women. And so I think it's fascinating the impact that environment has on us. So our idiom today for Supersize Your Business was money to burn. And I talked about and shared like 7 or so ways that I've seen over the last 25 plus years, working with different businesses in different industries, the biggest ways that money gets wasted and blown. So it doesn't leave us money to burn. But if we eliminate those things from our business and from our life, guess what? All of a sudden we have way more resources than we thought we had. It might be time, might be money, might be energy, right? Sometimes we just need the energy to create a more prosperous life for ourselves, which ties into the annual challenge today, which is about living a prosperous life. How do you live a prosperous life? What are some tips for living a prosperous life? What does a prosperous life mean and look like to you? Because it's different for each and every one of us. What it takes for me to feel prosperous is different than what it takes for you to feel prosperous, and what is different than when it takes someone in another country to feel prosperous, right? Or in a different environment or with a different upbringing. It's different for each of us. It's kind of like the definition of success, right? My definition of success is different than everybody else's, just like our definition of prosperous, and so many things are different. Part of my desire for this challenge for all of us, me included, is to understand that if we're looking at and paying attention to what things mean to us and how they make us feel, just noticing that can have a positive impact on our personal growth and development and the direction of our life, right? And so that's why I talk so much about words and what things mean and what they mean to us. Is it important as a business owner that you know what money to burn is? No. I mean, is it important that you know what any idiom means? Maybe not, but it's just like readers are leaders. People that read and learn and grow and understand more things have access to more emotions, more thoughts, more feelings, more beliefs, more ideas, which means that you're a more effective leader. You're a more effective human being, which often leads to being a more prosperous human being, right? Knowledge doesn't directly relate to prosperity and success, but effectiveness does, right? Learning and applying what we know right, leads to prosperity. Just knowing something doesn't do anything for us. I mean, there's so many examples of that in the world. It's kind of mind-boggling. So we talked about all those things, and worked on that. I am participating in a couple of challenges and working with a bunch of people right now. So I'm going to say bon voyage. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow to share that content. If you're stuck on something, please don't stay stuck. Don't use it as an excuse. One of my most dreaded things, and when I catch myself doing it, I just cringe, is when we say, I don't know, or I don't know what to do. Now, I'll still say it sometimes with my sisters on, I don't care what we go eat, because I really don't. Anywhere we go, I can find something to eat. Anything you want to do, I can find a way to enjoy that and have fun. So let's just go do it. I like to go with the flow these days, right? Not cause more resistance or drama or trauma when it's absolutely positively unnecessary, right? It doesn't do anyone any good to increase fear, doubt, worry, drama, trauma, frustration. It doesn't do any good. So why do we want to add to that? All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.